is Claire, and welcome back to ASMR art class. I will be your teacher today. And for today's craft, we will be keeping up in the spooky season fall spirit and painting some autumn leaves. Okay. So, first things first, I'm going to show you my dress that I'm wearing today with this little ghost dress and his little face. Now that I've showed you that, let's get into what you'll need. First, you need some leaves, freshly picked one by one from your yard, freshly fallen autumn leaves. And if you live somewhere that does not experience a true autumn season, you can buy some plastic autumn leaves. But a fun part of this is going in your yard and picking out each one. So I went with this one. I thought the light color and large canvas would look nice. Then I picked this one. Oh, it's little points. I thought that could be quite interesting. Then I picked this one. It's a little more dry than the other ones. Just interested to see how each take to the paint to our spooky and fall themed illustrations. Next I have this cute little one. It's got some different colors going on. I thought I could do like a drawing here, and there. Next I have a much darker leaf comparatively, and I thought this would really serve itself well to our Halloween themed drawings. And last but not least, I have this little red leaf that kind of is like flames or little devil's horns or something like that. And all together they sound like this. All together they sound like this. Like stepping in the leaves. Of course you will be needing something to make your illustration with. But I think today I will be focusing on my paint markers. My Posca paint markers. But if you don't have something like that, regular paint is fine. Here I have some acrylic paints. And if you go this route, you'll need a little paintbrush like this one. Alright, let's get started. So, fun fact about these videos is sometimes a couple days passes between when I make the intro and when I actually do this part of the video, because there's days I feel like doing my makeup and days I feel like making art, and I just have to wait myself out when I feel like doing what. The reason why I'm telling you this though is because these leaves are noticeably more dry now than in the intro, and that is why, but we will move forward with the same leaves just because I like them. Okay, we're gonna start with this red one, I think. This one I just kind of want to turn into a monster face, and this is one of my ASMR art classes where it's less about making a craft and more about doing a artsy activity. in my mind, this is like we just raked the leaves and now we're all gonna come inside and make art out of them together. So I'm going to start by trying the paint markers and see how that goes. So in the intro I said this one was kind of like, I don't know, like flames or a devil or something. So we're just kind of gonna do a little monster face. We gotta shake this up. Okay, so I'm gonna do like little devils. Oh, it actually works quite well. Little devil's like widow peak. Like that's his hair, you know. And we're gonna do like a mustache. I don't know. Nose. And like a little sad. And we're gonna do some sharp teeth. And then we're gonna do angry eyes, so like this. He's kind of cross-eyed. And we're gonna make even bushy, angry brows on top of that. I don't know why I was feeling like a curly mustache, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. I guess in some traditional like devil imagery they have like a curly mustache and like a little like goatee, so we're gonna make this little end of the leaf down here like a goatee. Okay, and so one of my ideas for this whole painting leaves thing is doing what I'm doing now and just making like a face. And then my other idea is making several little doodles on one leaf, so we are going to do both things today. And then I'm just going to add some black in the hair, but keep some of the red as well. But just the way this hair was curved, this is the image that came to mind. So, and we can hint at some ears, but kind of hard to make them. But this is working pretty well on the dried leaf, so I am happy to report that you can use dry or more fresh leaves for this craft with the paint markers, but traditional paints you shouldn't have any problem, and I always make a nice mess of my hands. So this is our first leaf, and these are pretty quick little things, and I don't know, you could set them in resin if you really liked them. I don't have anything like that to do that though. But I think just kind of setting them out around your candy bowl or something could be cute. And also if you're doing this with little kids, they could write their name out on a leaf and, you know, make it more educational if you so choose. Okay. So this one I'm kind of worried about because it really dried out. But this is the one that I kind of want to do like use white on it to try to get some contrast. I'm gonna look and see if I even have, but we can use a different light color if not. I have a light pink. Ah, here we go. There we go. So when I saw this leaf, what came to mind was like a bat, like a night sky kind of thing. And this leaf I think would have done better if I hadn't let it dry out, but that's okay. Okay. Alright. So, think about how I want to draw a bat. we're gonna draw him like this. And you see how I'm kind of using the dark as the color for my bat. Oop, and it's like the shadow of a bat. Kind of ran out of room a little bit, but that's okay. He's a happy bat. Little teeth. He's got little feet. Because why not? And we'll give him a little more defined body. Because they kind of got like their little hands, you know, like that. That makes it look more like Mothman. This could be Mothman, open to interpretation. Mothman with really short antennae. But you could do like a little bat like that. Like more like that. Like a little one in the distance. And then we're gonna do the full moon, I think could be cool. Like this. Whoop. Well, you get some nice crunchy sounds from me using this leaf. And it's kind of interesting how the white gets the like spines of what we're painting on. So that's pretty cool. And we're going to do some stars. And you can see how this is nice and quick. And everybody can do their little designs. And it would be good for like, I don't know, a class learning about leaves in the fall season. You can identify the different kinds of leaves, what trees they came from, and make your little art project on them. Or you can be like me and just having some fun and getting in the fall spirit. So there's that one. The bat isn't exactly how I wanted him to turn out, but he's still cute. Oops. It's hard to get as defined as a picture as you want with this, but that's okay. I'll put that one there. Okay. So next up, I have this one in mind. Kind of like how I did this one, more like one image than like a multiple images. I kind of envisioned this one as like an apple tree. Because apple picking is very like a popular thing to do. I think in the tail end of fall, right, you can pick apples. Apple season is upon us now. So I just see many different apples all throughout this, which is very simple, but again, I think it is nice to capture all aspects of the season, not just the spooky, but also the more traditional autumnal experience. So we're just going to do red dots. And this is a very light red, I'm realizing. I have a darker red that we can try that I apparently haven't used before because it's still in its plastic. So let's see here. I have my X-Acto knife here. My scissors are in the other room right now, so this will have to do. That actually did quite well. When I was in school, we did a craft. That was actually painting with apples. Oh, see how this one is brand new. Oh, there we go. Yes, that color is much better. Okay, we'll be using, well, we could use both to make it more interesting. Let's use both to make it more interesting. We could even use green in here. This tree is amazing and it grows every different type of apple, including Granny Smith's. do some colored ones. How that one looks. I don't know if it quite conveys apple tree, but I think it's cute. Okay, next I have this one. Another light colored one. Oh, and this one's very dry. We'll strain it out as much as we can without completely cracking it to bits. So for this one, I envisioned a nice pumpkin spice latte. So I think we will do the picture this way because this is very correct here. But a nice cup of pumpkin spice. So first we'll draw our coffee mug. A little handle. And on our coffee mug, it is in theme, and it has a little pumpkin on it. And the pumpkin has a little stem. And it's all looped around. And the pumpkin can be a jack-o'-lantern. Because why not? If I can convey that. Being a little bit too small scale here. And now that our image is on there, we'll color in. Our mug here. And that's our pumpkin spice. The leaf color is the pumpkin spice. But we can do little bits of the, oh, I've never used this brown before either, apparently. But we have our little pumpkin spice here to enhance what the leaf is already naturally doing, because you know how the pumpkin spice has little flecks of cinnamon, I guess, in it. Okay. And then we are also going to do some steam, which is going to be hard considering how cracked this leaf is now. Little loops. Try to enhance those a little bit more. There we go. Make it coming out of the drink a little bit more. Okay. And there is our cute little pumpkin spice latte on this very crinkly leaf. Okay. So I have two more left. Next I have this little colorful leaf that I think is gonna be pretty dry as well. And my vision for this one was 3 little ghosts, one here, and one here. So I think I will still do that. So we'll get our main ghost here. We're just gonna do a nice, simple shape. I wish the white was more opaque, but it's kind of having trouble, but that's okay. This is where I guess your regular paint would step in better, but I'm quite happy with these markers that I'm just going to keep using them. But just a little advice as I continue my project here. But I'm happy enough with them that I'm not going to set up my paints. Okay, so we have our 3 little ghosties, And we're going to go ahead and fill them in. I do like that the white is a little transparent though, because then you can really see the uniqueness of using the leaf as your canvas in a way that, you know, really incorporates the natural beauty of a leaf, all the, you know, spines and all that. You can see the pattern of the leaf through it, and I think that is quite cool. Okay, so we will just make that as dark as we can. Okay, and we're going to give them little faces. So I think our friend in the middle here is going to be a happy ghost. He's quite happy. Smile. This one's going to be kind of and this one's going to be mischievous, like smiling, but he's got little mischievous eyebrows. Okay. And then, let's see, I want to do more than this with them. I think I want to make them, this one have little like rosy cheeks, that would be cute. And this one maybe has like a flame around him for some reason. That could be interesting. Cool. He's really, oh, and maybe like little horns. And then that one, I'm just gonna draw like the little like kind of like annoyed, like just like a little like annoyed spiral, or when they do like that. Oh, it didn't quite work. Well, he has a little tornado above him, or like a bat. You can rebrand it into two little bats here. We'll say those are two little bats above him. I like that better. And he can have a little bow tie. There we go. He's got some bats. And then we're going to say boo. And then we can draw a little pumpkin in the middle because I just think that's cute. And it's like he's bursting out of the pumpkin. Okay, there's our three little friendly and not so friendly ghost friends. Okay. And last but not least, I have this leaf. And with this one, what comes to mind? The green, you know, like a Frankenstein. Not as much the shape, but I'm already breaking it a little bit. So I think we'll do a Frankenstein with this one. So let's see here. Frankenstein. And this would be more square for his face. And then have, like, start the hair here, but I'm going to bring it up some. Ooh, like a Lady Frankenstein with the black and white hair, but no, we're going to color it in. And then, oh, do I have a selfie? Haven't used a lot of these apparently. So Frankenstein, we're gonna give him some ears. And then like a scar. Yeah. And like we can do like some red. Really probably the other way, right? We can do both. We can do black with the red first and that. Yeah, perfect. And then we'll do little bolts. I'm drawing all this from memory, so it could be better if I had a reference picture, but we are just winging it. But I think that's part of the fun of creating art like this. Okay. And then, okay, we're gonna give him a little nose. And Frankenstein doesn't, not very expressive. He's kind of like a Bob's Burgers character with that nose. You can be like, how do I want to make the eyes like this? I think. Now he definitely looks like a Bob's Burgers character. And then I want to do like some drool coming out of his mouth because that just seems right. And maybe like a little bloody nose. Could be like opening his mouth some. He's growling at you. Yeah, okay. You can give him more of a nostril. Like the inside of his nose. Okay. And then like his shoulders can kind of come into the picture a little bit there. Okay. Perfect. There's my little Frankenstein. So that is everything. I think my favorites are the Frankenstein, this one, and this one. I think those are my favorites. These two are kind of more plain, but they're alright. And this one turned out pretty good too. Alright, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope that this gave you some inspiration to create some more nature infused art. And have a good night. Good night.